or blocking in the back, and he did a nice job. And I tell you, Bach did too. He knew there was somebody fast, and he kind of made him run a little bit further. He kind of weaved a couple times so he didn't get taken down. Nice job by Bach. And they're going for two.
Weedsport going for the lead. Not content for the tie. Cool ball keeps it. Going for the corner.
Got it.
He got in. 2-point conversion. Weedsport leads again.
They shut him down on the option, but he was able to get that one.
His first carry of the afternoon counts for 2 points, and Weedsport goes on top 22-21.
I thought they were going to get him. He had the sprint. Oh, he's got an option. He had Sweet, and then he saw he had enough time to cut it back in. It was an option play in terms of pass-run option, which was smart. I didn't see Sweet the first time, but he figured, you know what? They had to stay with Sweet long enough. He made that little cut, let himself get back inside. Nice pass. You see Sweet, pass-run option. When he looked, Sweet was covered. He made a little stop there. Nice little cutback by Coolbaugh, who has been shut down running the option in terms of quarterback keepers, but he kept it on that play, and nice pass-run option, goes for two.
And how do you like that call? Not going for the tie, but going for the lead. What do you think of that?
It takes a lot of guts. There's a lot of time left.
Yep.
A lot of people would have just done it, but no, Pat Dye would not have done that. You remember when they tied Syracuse in
the Auburn
Sugar
coach.
Bowl? Yeah. Big baby.
Well, 9:46 to go, and both sides are energized. Another effective kick on the ground. Cortijo slips a tackle. Not going to get out of that one. Going to spot it back at the 28-yard line.
He ran for about 10 seconds with guys hanging on to him. Check out the running game of Tuckahoe. They run that inside handoff. There's Alexander out of the wide receiver spot, and then they fake it to him and get up to number 3 to Miller, and then back to Cortillo, and then you're going to see Melendez, the quarterback, taking it in for the touchdown. So both quarterbacks have looked sharp when they had to run the ball. They've done a good job.
And Melendez is a converted running back, wide receiver. He played those positions his first 3 years, and this year they needed him at quarterback, and that's what he's done. This time he gives to Miller and Jeff Williams. Big play on defense for Weedsport.
They ran an unbalanced line or heavy left. They went left, but Williams was in the backfield quickly.
They lost 7 yards on first down.
5'7", 150. Watch this. The second man, but what they had is they had an unbalanced line, but Miller just could not turn the corner, and he got tangled up with Williams, and Williams drove him down. Big loss.
2nd and 17 now for Tuckahoe at their own 23. Double handoff. Cortijo. Got some blockers out front. Nicely set up. Cortijo, first down. Cuts it back. All the way back, and Williams bringing it down. Ball comes loose. And it's going to be recovered inside the 30, so a few extra yards on the fumble recovery, and everything going right on that play for Tuckahoe.
That was some play. It went from sideline to sideline. It must have gone 160 yards in total distance. I'll tell you what, you got to be tired after that. Watch the ball. Alexander's leading there, number 1, and you see Miller. Well, that's the play before when he got tackled.
The place that set that up. Yep. There was a 2nd and 17, and then they went to the double handoff this time, and really had it nicely set up. Look at the convoy out front.
Well, he pauses just a minute to let his blocker stop. Did a great job of blocking. Watch. You think he's got it. I thought he had it down the sideline, but he cuts back. And at the last minute, Williams is going to grab him by the shirt and hold on. And
pop the ball loose.
The ball out when he brought him down. And then Alexander got on it. They picked up about 6 yards on the fumble.
Well, a timeout after that play. Probably a good idea. It gives both sides a rest. As the Tigers now have a first down just inside the 30 of Weedsport after that run.
Cortillo's got to be tired. We saw him before on he's got to be tired. And as we said, that went from sideline to sideline.
Well, he had 259 in their semifinal game. And he's got to be close to 160, 170 this afternoon. And the Tigers on the march again, and back downstairs to Dan Liedtke.
The sideline, the Tuckahoe fans, well, some New Rochelle fans have arrived early, and they're neighbors. They have a lot of close friends, and they're here to help root on Tuckahoe to the victory here. Back upstairs.
Very good. All right, on first down, Nat Miller trying to bounce it outside. There's Jeff Williams again, making some big plays on the outside. We talked about him in the open, having to contain them and keep them inside.
Yep, he's had a couple of nice plays, and boy, this is the time to come up with them. This is the time when you need big plays. You're in the fourth quarter, you got a 1-point lead, and you got a team that's got some offensive momentum. And you know what I've noticed? A lot of guys on both teams kind of looking at their arms and their hands. They've been hitting each other here for a long time.
And this is the fourth straight weekend Weedsport has played at this dome, and that surface, it's not like natural grass. It'll start to wear on you after a while. 2nd and 9. They gave him a yard on first down. There's Miller again. Gets inside the 25. He'll be about 5 yards short of the first down. It's interesting, Dan mentioned that New Rochelle fans were here. The New Rochelle and Tuckahoe only about 5 minutes apart. New Rochelle is obviously the defending Class AA champion. They are here for the 2 o'clock game against CBA. And now both sides support each other a lot. The coaching staffs on both teams are very tight. They talk a lot. In fact, they talked this week. John DiArco told me he called over to the New Rochelle coach, Lou DiRienzo, and asked him about just logistics coming up to the dome. Where do you stay? How to get comfortable in their first state championship game appearance. And they certainly seem comfortable right now. Although they're trailing by 1, they're on the move. 3rd and 5. Quick pass to Cortillo. First down inside the 20.
Good play. Just a long handoff is all it is. But you've already got him out there where he doesn't get messed up and all the junk inside. So you just put him out there, turn and throw to him, and see if he can't, shake and bake his way to a touchdown. He just steps and throws. It's a pretty safe pass. As long as it's going forward behind the line of scrimmage, it would be an incomplete pass, but he caught it. Good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 17 of Weedsport. Look at the first downs. By half, 8-2 for Tuckahoe here in the second half. And here's Melendez. Going to keep it. Brought down. Good play by Brandon Bach, as he is tackled at the 15 after he picked up 2 yards.
He read that. Again, they stretched that out, and Bach got it from the inside out. Watch Bach where he gets this tackle. Fake to the fullback. Now the fullback's going to pick up this guy, but then Bach comes inside out, makes the tackle. Down's a little upset that somebody was supposed to block Bach. And you could see that Bach, when he didn't get anybody on him, shot the gap, made the tackle.
I'm still waiting for Downs to get a carry.
Yeah, right.
And he is behind Melendez on 2nd and 8.
Movement there. Yeah. Something there didn't look good.
And Tuckahoe will move back 5 yards.
Dead ball. Procedure. White. 5 yards. Still 2nd down.
They got to get to about the 7-yard line for the first down. They're on the 20.
And they're trailing by 1 here, and they do have a kicker that has kicked a field goal. As you see, Downs got up out of his stance a little early. They have a kicker who has kicked a 27-yard field goal. His range, they say, is about 30 yards, so they need to pick up another 7 yards or so to have a shot at a field goal attempt. Trailing by 1. It's 2nd and 13.
Quarterback keeper.
Nowhere to go, so he throws it, and it's intercepted. Cool ball. Mike Coolbaugh, big interception. Inside his own 10-yard line, the ball was overthrown, and Coolbaugh saw it coming and took it back to the 25. Big turnover.
That was a design running play. I think that the pass was an afterthought when he thought he was kind of hemmed in. He saw him running free, He could have made it. He was open.
Yep, he had him out there.
Just put it over. Maybe it was supposed to be that pass run option, but watch out. He probably was. He stopped right there, but just hard to throw on the run when you're trying to fake it as a run, and then without stopping, just kind of bring the ball up. So it's a tough play. Big play. Now, you talk about your time of possession. That's what Weedsport needs now.
Well, one quarterback picks off the other. Here's Brandon Bach. Got up to the 30. Pickup of 5 on first down. Good job by Mike Coolbaugh coming off his man, too. He was bracketing the receiver going to the end zone. And he was looking back the whole way and saw the quarterback pull up and throw and reacted to the football.
He did a great job of faking that, and he just stopped and going to pop. It was a great play, but just overthrown, as we said, running and not able to stop and set up. And Coolbaugh picked off, and wisely he went down there. He didn't want to fumble. Let's get the ball, but let's give the ball to me and my offense.
So now that 2-point conversion really looks big for Weedsport as they're protecting a 1-point lead. But it'll be third down as Bach picks up 2.
Nice stop in there by Santiago, 52. He's been very active today, as DiGiacomo, 33. You talk about what I was thinking, why we haven't called these names so often. The defensive guys from Tuckahoe, because we haven't had the ball, or Weedsport has not had the ball that much.
Well, they certainly have to feel rested. Those Tuckahoe defenders may be a little rusty, but certainly rested. You look at the rushing yards in the second half, it's just because they haven't had the ball. They scored on a kick return by Brad Bach. And here's Brandon Bach, and he's short of the first down.
Oh, boy, this is going to be a tough one here. What do you do? Fourth down.
Got to kick it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. At their own 38-yard line, they're a good 2 yards short of the first down.
I don't know, though. Maybe they're not going to kick it.
Well, there's 3:30 and counting in this football game. Weedsport up 1. Brad Bach is dropping deep.
Yep. I didn't see his number out there. Oh, special teams going to be big here, aren't they?
Melendez and Cortijo drop.
They're coming after him.
Another low kick. And a little mix-up on who's going to take the ball. Ball's loose. And Cortijo falls on it at his own 32. It looked like he kind of looked at Melendez, not knowing who was going to take it. It was kind of in between the two punt returners.
You know, I've watched, there's a flag down.
And it's way back near the line of scrimmage. And it's against Weedsport, and I would assume they'd make him kick it again.
Right.
Kick again?
Yep. Kick again? Yep.
Absolutely. Procedure call.
Illegal procedure. Offense. 5 yards. Still fourth down.
And I didn't see it out there.
Neither did I.
But they got the kick away, and now they'll have to do it again.
Well, the thing I was talking about, box kicks, they're not high.
Nope.
You know, he tries to hang away, but they got 2 guys back, see, to receive. Lots of times, like Oakfield, Alabama, they had 1 guy back there, single safety. He kicked the ball at an angle away from him. You can't do that against these guys because they've got 2 guys back there, 2 receivers.
That low kick can be effective if you can find a hole and let it roll.
Let it hit, yep.
So now they're back 5 more yards, and Brad Bach standing at his own 15. Another good snap. And this time Melendez near midfield. Jeff Williams hanging on, but he drags him down to the 45. So much better field position. They picked up 23 yards after that penalty. Instead of starting at their own 32, they'll start at the Weedsport 45-yard line with 2:51 to go, trailing by a point. And it's up to the Warrior defense again. Well, you work all this time. You go through all the practices all year and the weight rooms in the off season, and it all comes down to one last possession for both sides. For Tuckahoe, they need a field goal at least. And for Weedsport, they need one more stop. This is Alexander looking to get outside. He does. Tristan Alexander twisting. Tristan was twisting. He got a first down.
And somebody's hurt from Weedsport, so it's going to be timeout.
Looks like it might be Jim Scarborough down on the field for Weedsport. We'll check that when we return. Warriors